Good. Good afternoon. I'm Paul Barsky, head of the upper school, and I will be your master of ceremonies today. And the 2015 commencement is about to begin. So please take your seats as the Francis Parker School trustees and faculty prepare to enter. While we have a few moments first, though, I'd like to tell you about a couple of special preview ceremonies that we've had over the past few days. The graduates and their kinder buddies recently celebrated a new tradition, which we started 2 years ago. The Senior Kindergarten Coin Exchange is a way of uniting 3 different school communities: the kindergartners, the seniors, and the alumni. During the ceremony, the seniors gave to their kinder buddy a Parker commemorative coin, and in exchange received a lovely note from their little friend. These kindergartners will present the same coin upon their graduation to, now get ready for this, the class of 2027. As part of the ceremony, seniors were welcomed also into the Parker alumni community. This week, we also celebrated the class of 2015 and their families at the senior dinner. We recognized academic accomplishments and honored students who had evidenced great dedication to the community in and outside the campus. We finished the evening with the seniors presenting thank you letters to their parents who over the years have showered their kids with support and love. It is a great and lovely tradition that we look forward to continuing for the years to come. Now we have come to a really big celebration to recognize a remarkably thoughtful, clever, and kind group of seniors. And with that, I welcome you to enjoy the ceremony and bask in the glory of the class of 2015. So before our graduates enter, I'd like to ask your help to allow us to record today's event for all to enjoy. The ceremony is being broadcast live online as well as recorded. We have professional photographers on hand to capture the moment when students receive their diplomas. Kindly keep the center aisle clear to avoid obstructing the view of the cameras. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Parker Band, under the direction of Mr. Jim Witt, will play Pomp and Circumstance as the members of the class of 2015 make their way across campus and onto the stage. Don't they look great? Graduates, you may now be seated. And guests, please take your seats. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce you to the head of Francis Parker School, Mr. Kevin Yaley. Kevin?
Welcome to the Francis Parker School commencement for the class of 2015. On behalf of the entire Parker community, I want to extend a warm welcome to all who have come together on this very special day. Our families and our friends, our faculty and our staff, members of the Board of Trustees, and most of all, our graduates. To the class of 2015, as your head of school, it is both my honor and my distinct privilege to play a small part in this day and represent all who are here with us to celebrate you, to congratulate you, and to let you know just how proud we are of each one of you. And as is the tradition, I'm delighted to share with you a few thoughts in recognition of the significance of these commencement exercises, aptly named, as we are not at the end, but instead truly at a beginning. The real wisdom will follow when we hear from our valedictorian, Olivia Ghosh, our class speaker, Max Fay, and our commencement speaker, Meb Keflezgi. So I shall keep my remarks brief, but just the same, sincere. Of all that I might share, I ask you to consider taking with you two simple reminders as you embark on the next chapter of your life. First, remember this moment. Remember this day, this hour, this moment. It's your day. It's your celebration. It's your commencement. Rest assured, just as it has been throughout your entire high school career, much of today's celebration will be captured in photos to be shared on Instagram or included in a soon-to-be scripted Snapchat story. But for right now, in this moment, I want you, graduates, to look around and take it all in. Find your family and friends in the crowd. Go ahead. Wave to them. Look around. Look around at this amazing setting that we have for you today. And without using your phones, take your own picture of this moment and remember it forever. Second, remember that you will always be welcome here at Parker, for this is your school. In the fall, each of you will be heading off to schools in cities across the country and around the globe. Boulder and Boston, Palo Alto and Puget Sound, San Luis Obispo, and South Bend. My hope for each of you is that your college experience is as gratifying and as memorable as your years at Parker. But while you may be some distance from this place, Parker will always be your home. This family, your classmates, your teachers, your coaches, this Parker family will remain here always for you. So, remember this moment and remember this place and come back and see us often. Congratulations to each of you on your many contributions, your many achievements, and most especially, your kindness. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yaley. Indeed, there are many students among the class of 2015 that are standouts. The next speaker is a young woman who has distinguished herself for her insatiable desire to learn, to think, and to question. Her intelligence is matched only by her humility and kindness. Please welcome the class valedictorian, Olivia Ghosh. You got it? You're good to go?
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, family, esteemed guests, and class of 2015. Welcome to this great occasion. I am so honored to be standing here before you today to celebrate the wonderful achievements of the class of 2015 and to look forward into our bright futures. I was tasked today with giving some words of advice to my class as we move forward into our lives. This proved to be exceedingly difficult for me. I searched frantically for wisdom from other sources. I looked up inspirational quotes. I talked to my teachers about how I was supposed to guide my class, which is something they do so well every day. While taking a break, or procrastinating, depending who you ask, I was watching Netflix and I happened upon what I was looking for in an old episode of The Office. Michael Scott, the endearing, awkward, ineffective regional manager of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, is leaving the office and venturing off into unknown territory. He leaves each of his employees with a piece of advice as a parting gift. To Kevin, the accountant, who has just proclaimed that he's pretty much okay with who he is, Michael says, "Don't be. You should never settle for who you are." Now, the class of 2015 has plenty to be proud of. We are an exceptional group of scholars, athletes, artists, comedians, rappers, musicians, filmmakers, quilters, crossfitters, dancers, and that's not even the half of it. But I'm here today to tell you to never settle. To all you poets, why not go for the Nobel Prize? To all you aspiring biologists, why shouldn't you be able to make humans live forever? To all you musicians, I've heard the way to Carnegie Hall is practice, practice, practice. Never settle for who you are. You can always be better. You can always push the limits of what's allowed and what's acceptable. The class of 2015 has experienced this firsthand because we are the designated guinea pigs of the school. At the end of our freshman year, we were told that the uniform, our beloved plaid skirts from Parker Wear, were to be replaced by skorts from Land's End. As if a sartorial change wasn't enough, we were then taken on Parker's first ever sophomore retreat, where we tried to become a close-knit class while dangling from ropes in the sky. We were the first class to propel eager sophomores into AP classes usually reserved for seniors, like AP Art History and AP Physics. And we gave the class of 2013 a run for its money that year. We paved the way for the next generation of overachievers. You're welcome, juniors. We were the class to navigate the new schedule, the new house system, the introduction of design thinking version 1.0. As seniors, we were the first class to collectively go through the capstone experiment, which did, in my opinion, create some pretty incredible and meaningful work. So shout out to the English department. We withstood the constant changes with grace because we know deep down that Parker is just trying to get better and better. Parker never settles, and neither should we, because we are never perfect. And while Parker gave us the tools to do some pretty incredible things, it's up to us to find the motivation to use them. And true motivation lies within. So I want to sincerely thank every single person who has helped us get to this point in our lives. But I want to especially thank the teachers, from the ones I had in class to the ones I spent endless hours with in their classrooms, talking about the journey of life. You are a special group of people. Whenever I was asked about my favorite part of Parker, I would immediately jump to my phenomenal teachers. So thank you for dedicating yourselves to us for so many years and giving us so much of your wisdom. Now it's our turn to go make something of it. Thank you.
Thanks, Olivia. You really nailed it. Thanks again so much. Next comes a young man selected by committee from an outstanding group of students who competed for the honor of speaking on behalf of the class of 2015. Please welcome the winner of the commencement speech competition, Max Fay.
It's right here.
Yep. It's right here. If you got different, got this. Okay, go for it.
I actually got a few of these chords from my brother for his graduation. I thought it would give me a little bit of confidence to come up here. So, I mean, it worked for Olivia, so. So what do we have here? What you see here are 127 unopened soda cans that have been vigorously shaken up for a little under 2 decades. We've been holed up within the walls of our little universe, our little social ecosystem. We've all played a part in each other's lives in some way or another. On some days, it's our little hell, and on some days, it's our little Eden. Each and every one of us has been shaken up and around on our way here. And now we're finally ready to explode. Each one of us has had a different journey in the walls of this place, starting our path as little teeny tots or hormonal teenagers. But our destination has been the same, right here today. Each person has been shaken and stirred by different things, but today our pressure is the same. This electrifying, communally shared excitement that we feel in our bones. That's why this moment is a day where our achievements of the past are celebrated. But most importantly, it's the moment where we come face to face with our potential, our gushing energy that we can exert into anything that we choose. Looking back on it, urban poet Biggie Smalls says it best in the song Juicy. It was all a dream. It's all a dream as we float down the past, the things we've done that have made an impact on the exquisite orange-stained wood walls of this school. We've left our trace in this atmosphere. We've existed in this microcosm that has become intertwined with who we are up to this point. We have left our trace in pictures on the walls of elementary school teachers with our toothless smiles and our thumbs up that says that everything is right in the world. We talk about our grades and the latest relationships and TV shows and Saturday night's regrets, and somehow it all became also normal. We leave our trace in recycled soda cans and bottles and fights among friends and stumbling through the confusing notion of love. We felt the impact of teachers who became mentors and friends and legends. A senior class leaves its trace as the leaders, the thinkers, the doers, and towards the end of trimester 3, the don't-doers. We've grown and learned up until the very last thing where we learned how to sit up tall, stand up together, and grab a piece of paper. Here we are, the epitome of youth. Your faces are beautiful and you've got your mom's eyes and your dad's chin. But now this place seems too small. Its walls too tight, just a slipping dream. This school has given us the tools, how to measure beakers and derivatives, whatever that is, to spin words into meanings, sculpt artworks, create and express ourselves. With that, we sit here as the cancer-curing scientists, the global journalists, the diplomats, entertainers, engineers of our robot overlords one day, wizards and professionals of the future. Some of you right now might enter a profession that doesn't even exist at this moment. But what does exist right now is potential. Sitting in that chair, you're 127 unopened soda cans that have been vigorously shaken up for a little under 2 decades. We are unopened, unreleased, and unaware of what is beyond our comfortable boundaries. When we are finally released into the crazy world, we will be introduced to something that waits at the gates of our paradise: reality. Independence, the highs and lows and in-betweens, uncut, unfiltered, and unexpected. Today marks a day of uncertainty, perhaps even for the first time. The scariest thought of such a big change doubles as the most powerful one: the fact that anything awaits us out there. The fact that we are vessels of pure, untested, raw potential. This class has made it this far in our little universe, our little social ecosystem. We sit as one facing forward towards the awesome things that we can accomplish, but also the challenges that stand in between. Just take a look at these stoic faces right here, though. They're ready for it. But right now, we are superheroes of a crimeless city. We spent these last years in a beautiful and protected place where we remained mostly undisturbed as we were nurtured and encouraged to grow into what you see here today. Now it's on us to decide what to do with all the preparation, all this potential, all this raw vitality against the things that we couldn't possibly prepare for. It's what we are able to achieve with the advanced knowledge that we have obtained after this long. It's what we do with the unbridled energy that goes hand in hand with youth. It's a matter of connecting to people who are different than us, soul to soul. It's a question of whether we are going to use incredible talents to help those less fortunate than us. Soon we'll be superheroes in a world filled with overwhelming pain and sadness, visible every day on the news and in the eyes of those around us. If we can put a fraction of this energy that flows in our veins right now towards overcoming evil and sadness, then suddenly our journey gets a purpose. After today, as we begin a new chapter in our lives, instead of our bubbling, fizzing energy releasing them every direction, we have to decide how to direct it when it is most needed. And we'll make ourselves a little better in the process. But you know what? Today, let's celebrate. We've earned it. Our last day in our little Eden, a little paradise. Let's celebrate the bubbly energy that we feel toward the future. Let's celebrate our families who have shaken us up and allowed us to make all these mistakes and supported our journey in every aspect. Let's celebrate the faculty and teachers who have painted the walls of this school with their colorful personalities and their undoubtable wisdom. Let us celebrate the potential of this moment, the friends, our square hats, the sky over our heads, the craziness and beauty of it all. Let us celebrate the fact that today is the day where we pull a metal tab and we let ourselves free. Cheers, class of 2015.
Max, thank you for that explosive speech. Max. Thanks, Mike. I'll take that. Well done. So now I'd like to invite the senior class representatives, Quentin Chambers and Mary Charlotte Dick Godfrey, to the podium to introduce our keynote speaker. Get it?
Thank you. Derek Cole. Stop.
Thank you, Mr. Barsky. With his victory at the 2014 Boston Marathon, our special guest today became the first American in 31 years to win that historic race. A three-time Olympian, he holds more than a dozen national titles.
As a child, he and his family became war refugees. They fled Eritrea in the Horn of Africa to his adopted hometown of San Diego. Today, he is one of the world champions of long-distance running. His personal story is one that challenges and inspires us all.
Let's give a warm Parker welcome to our commencement speaker, Mr. Meb Kaflesgy.
Derek Cole.
Hello, Francis Parker students, faculty, family members, and Board of Trustees. I am so honored to speak at this special graduation ceremony. Earlier this month, I took a tour of your school and was so impressed with the staff, campus, and classes that are here to support the effort of the talented students. My parents always told me and my sibling that education is the key to life. Some of you may know that I have accomplished a lot in my running. I am the only person to win an Olympic marathon medal and win both the New York City Marathon and Boston Marathon. How does one achieve what others may consider impossible or improbable? You have to believe in what you are doing. You have to surround yourself with positive and knowledgeable people. You have to keep working harder and smarter. Let me share with you my life journey. Imagine living in a country with a war, with no personal independence or freedom. Imagine not being sure of what tomorrow brings. Imagine living in a fear, not only of war, but also of uncertain future. That's where my life began. I grew up with a big family in a small village, Eritrea. When I was born in 1975, Eritrea was in the middle of a 30-year war of independence. In my village, we didn't have electricity. We didn't have running water. Imagine being a little kid who has to walk 2 to 3 miles to the well and carry water home so that you can have water to drink. Imagine then having to walk 2 to 3 miles with your older brothers to collect woods so you can have a fire to cook your food and boil your water. And if there was enough water, you could take a bath. Those basic chores were left to the children of the village because neither the village or the country could provide those basic services for its citizens. Every day was a laborious process to simply put food in our mouth. Our focus was on a daily task instead of an education that would set the foundation for an improved lifestyle. I was one of the 6 brothers and sisters whose future was unpredictable. No opportunities to go to school or to play safely. Soldiers were everywhere with guns threatening our sense of safety. Landmines were scattered all over the country. No room for mobility freely. As a child, I witnessed a teenager being blown apart by landmine. As a child, I was often so hungry that I ate dirt. My family and I faced war, famine, and drought. Survival was difficult, but my dad wanted us to do more than just survive. My dad was only one of his 6 siblings to go to school, and he only went up to 7th grade. He used to study by sitting under the only light in the house. Although he never went to high school or college, he's one of the most intelligent people that I know. He knew the value of education. He wanted that for his children. He wanted a future for his children. And so my dad set out to walk 225 miles in 7 days to reach Sudan. And he then went to Italy. His journey gave us hope. After 5 years of separation, his boss, Dr. Brindisi, gave him money to save his wife and 6 kids, 10,000 lire, which is about $6,000. Help us escape our war-torn country. Without the strength of my father and without the generosity of Dr. Brindisi, I would not be here today. In Italy, we were immigrants and faced new challenges. We didn't speak the Italian language, but my family was committed to taking advantage of the opportunities, so I was able to learn speak Italian fluently in 6 months. Yet, as immigrants, we had much to learn. I was 10 years old when we reached Italy. A boy from a small village, it was the first time I experienced many things. For instance, I had never seen a television. I couldn't understand how the people fit in the TV screen. So I went behind the TV to see if the people were there. My parents were content being safe in Italy, but they wanted a better opportunity for their kids. They tried to send us to Sweden and Canada for better education opportunities, but we were rejected. After many obstacles, we came to the USA. Italy was a place of peace, but the USA was a land of opportunity. On October 21st, 1987, my parents and 7 siblings arrived in the United States. We didn't speak English, and so my dad woke us about 4:30 a.m. so we could get extra time to learn English before we went to school. Even though I was just dedicated to school and learning English, life wasn't easy. My schoolmates made fun of me, and I was shy and I didn't have friends. In 1988, everything changed because of my 7th grade PE class. The teachers advised everyone in the class to take serious the mile run. For the boys, if they managed to run 6 minutes and 15 seconds, they got an A and a Roosevelt Junior High Mile Club t-shirt. I wanted that A. To my surprise and everybody's surprise, I ran a 5 minutes and 20 seconds for the mile. My coach told me I would be an Olympian, but since I grew up without television and not speaking English, I didn't know what the Olympics were. That PE class changed my life and started the transformation from the shy kid with no friends to the man that in front of you today. It wasn't easy. It didn't happen overnight. There were many obstacles and physical injuries, but I overcame them. And of course, I would learn what was to be an Olympian. Some people call us a classic illustration of American dream. It is a dream that comes with hard work and persistence. 9 of my siblings have graduated from prestigious universities such as UCLA, Stanford. My siblings hold degrees in a variety of fields, including medicine, electrical engineering, law, communication, and business. I work harder for my degree from UCLA in communication studies with emphasis of business than I did for my sport. Our younger siblings 3 of whom were born in the United States, are following our footsteps. How do you make your dream come true? In this land of opportunity, you work hard and commit to doing their best. Most people didn't know that when I entered the Boston in 2014, the experts thought I had less than 1% of chance of winning. I was the 15th fastest guy in the field, and it was the strongest field in Boston Marathon history. If I believed those odds, I would not win the race or finish in the top 3. But I believed in myself, my team, and my training. When you have a dream, a vision over yourself, you never give up that dream. Falling down is part of sports and part of life. Disappointments and injuries are part of the sport and life, but injuries heal challenge, and challenging situations can be overcome. Belief in yourself is stronger and lets you get up when you fall down. It lets you work through your disappointments and challenges. 7 years ago, I sat on the watch the Beijing Olympics. 7 years ago, I also had a great disappointment of not making the team of 2000 Olympic Games at the peak of my career. Today, I speak to you as the first American to win the Boston Marathon since 1983, and the oldest since 1931. This would not have been possible if I had given up my dream when it seemed reasonable to give up. Take a deep breath and think about how many obstacles you have overcome. Now think how many obstacles you will face in the future will also overcome. And think about how are you going to help others achieve their overcome challenges. We should not lose the sight of the fortunate life we have and the resources to use them to improve it. It is time to define your future. The decision to be the person you want to be is at your fingertip. Take a deep breath, dig deep, and be successful. No one said it would be easy. You just have to be smarter, wiser, and make good decisions so you can have the life you always want without regrets. I didn't win every race that I ran, but I learned from all the races that I competed in. I always tell people, run to win. It doesn't mean win a race, but it does mean make the effort to win whatever situation you encounter. John Wooden, a great basketball coach, defined success as peace of mind, knowing done your best you can be. Congratulations to Francis Parker, class of 2015. May you be successful. May you win in all that you do. And God bless Francis Parker and the USA.
Indeed, Meb, thank you so much for sharing your deeply personal story and for your charge to the graduates. And now comes the part of the ceremony we have all been waiting for. Once a year, I have the great privilege, as head of the upper school, of assisting Mr. Kevin Yaley in conferring diplomas to each of the graduates. As I enjoy this role, our senior class dean, Ms. Michelle Edelman, will call out the names of the graduates.
Graduates, please step forward as I call your name, and remember to pause for the photographer after receiving your diploma. Group 1, please stand. Olivia Mel de Fontenay Gauche. Kevin S.D. Roden. In recognition of their service to our school, trustees, former trustees, and faculty members who are parents of a graduate are invited to assist in presenting their student with their diploma. Megan Victoria Raudebush. Her father, upper school academic dean Paul Raudebush, and her mother, Parker music teacher Lisa Raudebush. Zoe Beatrice Bleacher. Emily Chim. Spencer Paul Collins. Hannah Alicia Ehrenfeld. Allison Lee Emge. Pedro Gallardo. His mother, Parker Middle School Spanish teacher and associate director of middle school admissions, Miss Monica Gallardo, and his father, Luis Gallardo. Mary Soren Margreta Hansen. Corinne Lila Rose Knapp. Layla Shireen Mardoum. Rachel Louise Merberg. Sarah Shane Nisita. Sarah Elizabeth Ogle. Samitha Palakodetti. Jonah Emily Plevin. Michelle Marie Reed. Eric Vigo Reese. Natalie Ray Schmidt. Nicholas Brett Watkins. Michael Patrick Young. Parker Greenlee Zimmerman. Claire Israel Nussbaum. Group 1, you may be seated. Group 2, please stand. Angel Aceves Rodriguez. Andrew North Asbill. Michael George Bedore, Jr. Keon Bagari. Thomas Moore Bancroft IV. His father, Parker trustee Thomas Bancroft III, and his mother, Coco Bancroft. Zachary Nathan Bernstein. William Guy Beal. David Trumbull Bloom. Amy Nicole Brown. Robert Zachary Brownlee. Charles Taylor Bullard. Jordan Hannah Cantor. Madeline Casey. Peter Joseph Satali. Grace Marie Selleck. Maximilian Stefan Fay. Mary Charlotte de Godfrey. Alec Quentin Edward Chambers. Group 2, you may be seated. Ready? Group 3, please stand. Haley Elizabeth Cloyd. Miles Avery Call. Alexander Amadeus Charles Considine. Camille Isabella Considine. Paulo Joaquim Cruz. Jonah Nathaniel Davis. Karina Aletza Dominguez. Daniel Dew. Olivia Rose Fiddler. Grace Claiborne Foreign. James George Foster. Jennifer Page Furr. Brian Edward Gale. Carter Michael Gale. Anna Rachel Gamboa. Her father, Parker trustee David Gamboa, and her mother, Julie Gamboa. Robert Raffaele Gianella. Matthew David Goff. Brianna Goldie Goldberg. Connor James Boustria Golding. Peter Christopher Gray. Annette Christina Guisado. Caroline O'Connor Harari. Larson Nicholas Hayes. Group 3, you may be seated. Group 4, please stand. Charles Vital Haynes. Emery Hingorani. Devin Durrell Horn. Ryan Lawrence Irving. His father, former Parker trustee Craig Irving, and his mother, Rebecca Irving. Elizabeth Iona Jackson. Daniel Robert Jacobson. Khalil Rashawn Jenkins. Eric Conagai. Miles Patrick Kenny. John Aldo Lamberti. Grayson Alexander Lang. His father, head of middle school Dan Lang, and his mother, Heather Lang. Hannah Iris Lennington. Margaret Ann McVeigh. Danielle Marie McDermott. Caroline Grace Merkin. Annika Flora Muir. Michael Shannon Miller. Sophie Ann Mintier. Remington Lane Mooney. Group 4, you may be seated. Group 5, please stand. Alfonso Morera. Alec Frank Morgan. Corinne Sharon Nixon. Kira Diane Osen. Alicia Bren Oswald. Madeline Ray Ottley. Liberty Ann Pearl. Derek Collins Polk. Samantha Lee Pryor. Annika Lauren Reese. Ryan Joseph Rissy. Alexa Rodriguez. Serena Alexis Ramaya. Jack Ramsey Ryan. Armand Gianni Sagart. Taylor Joe Salmons. Brenda Salome. Isabella Amira Sawaya. Hannah Lillian Shower. Hannah Isabel Schneider. Colin Frederick Scott. Emma Elizabeth Sheehan. Grant Barry Shives. Group 5, you may be seated. Group 6, please stand. Sanjay Siddhanand Singh. Sapna Siddhanand Singh. Sharni Smith. Bradley Selwyn Summer. Brett Connor Serapis. Christian Michael Serapis. He won. Yay. That's awesome. You made it. Sasha Carmel Stevens. James Varick Thompson. J. Choice Tibbetts. David William Treganza. Catherine Marie Valverde. Nicholas Ryan Valverde. Patrick Brian Wamsley. Matthew Edward Way. Britta Ann Elizabeth Vishari. Nathan Christopher Wiggins. Anna Marie Wilson. Adam Clark Wright. Lucas Alexander Wright. Group 6, you may be seated.
So folks, in a moment I will ask the graduates to stand, but before I do, I invite you all to join us after the ceremony for a brief celebration in the middle school quad just over there. Following the ceremony, a photographer will be available in the Lawrence Middle School Commons to take family portraits. We will conclude with the turning of the tassel and a salute to our graduates. Will the members of the class of 2015 please rise? Now, traditionally, the turning of the tassel at commencement symbolizes the transition from candidate to graduate. Protocol dictates that the tassel be worn on the right side of the mortarboard at the start of the ceremony and then turned to the left side. Students, you may turn your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor and privilege to present to you the graduates of the class of 2015. Off it goes. Now, family members and friends, on behalf of the leadership, faculty, and staff of Francis Parker, I thank you for your presence here today as we celebrate this milestone in the lives of these remarkable people. Please remain seated until the last graduates have exited. So please remain seated until the last graduates have exited. And trustees and faculty, please rise to begin the recessional.